Queen Squeen.
I mean, we do have a fireplace that's not a TV. It's a fireplace. You don't have to take my word for it. You can see it. So, welcome to the Rogues Gallery Den. I'll be your host. Co-host. I'm sorry.
I like turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2023.
Yeah, so we're in 2023. And I guess we have some updates. A few updates. I think the coolest one being the foosball tournament, which is like basically all I want to talk about besides maybe the D&D game. That's like all the stuff I care about right now. And my birthday. My birthday's coming up. Those are the three things I care about. That's what we should talk about. And everybody should wish me like a happy early birthday. If they don't, I'm going to be really offended.
I'm not going to.
Why not?
Don't want to.
That hurts my feelings.
I'm sure it does.
I'm going to cancel you now.
That's fine.
There should be I need a button so I can be like, bam, and it switches to just one, and it's just me, and then like yours is like just a canceled thing.
Why would you do that?
That's so that I can cancel you if I want to.
I mean, I'll just sit in this chair with a little thing over my face. I don't mind.
It'd be even funnier if I didn't mute it. Like you're still just talking. I'm gonna do one of these where like I'm gonna have you on the live stream with me, and we'll do one of those things where like they mask your identity, right? So it's like you'll be all blurred out, and it'll be like, right? It'll be dope. You guys are gonna fucking love that.
I hate it.
Why?
I'm just gonna be
Just a curmudgeon this evening.
Yeah.
He's not as tall as he's pretending to be either. His chair's up very high. It's kind of bullshit. So it's better. Here,
That's good. Jeez Louise, this chair goes way too low.
How's this? Do we look the right heights now?
I feel like I look like a hobbit.
It's just because you're hairier than me. Except on your head. I have more head hair than you have.
Hobbits aren't overly hairy.
So, God, dude, I'm super fucking tired tonight. How do you all feel this evening?
Foosball.
Yeah. Let's talk about foosball.
Let's talk foosball.
Let's do that.
That is the 28th. It's a tournament.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Saturday.
A Saturday. Saturday the 28th. That's incredible that you knew that. I don't know why you would have that information just off the top of your head like that. It's fucking crazy.
Tomorrow's the 21st and then at 7.
I just knew because of the event.
I would have known because of that, but that's what I would have done if I did.
Facts.
Because I'm a problem solver.
Look.
Hello, Richie.
Yeah. Hello, Richie. Because you're just joining us, Richie, we are talking about the foosball tournament on the 28th. What up? So, you should come out and bring people to the foosball tournament, and you should field a team.
Yeah.
It's 2 people for a team, right? And all you got to do is beat Desmond and I, because that's really the team to beat. Everybody knows. We practice for like 8 hours a day, every fucking day. So
that's a lie, but I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't understand time very well, so he's probably right. But yeah, no, I wanted to get jerseys, but I've been having trouble getting a hold of people so that I can get those. But I promise you, by the time we do this again, we're going to have fucking team jerseys. Villain team jerseys. It'll be Desmond and Galen jerseys. Right? Like on the back, it'll say our names. Right? So yours will say Desmond. It'll have your number, which of course is going to be 69. And then on the front, it'll say like villain, and it'll have a picture of me on it. And then mine will say Galen, and I'll be number 420, and then it'll say villain with a picture of you on it.
Okay. I was making sure that that's where that was going.
For sure. Those are going to be the team shirts. That's what I came up with. That's what I think we should do. So what I'm saying is at some point I want to create a foosball league for Rogues Gallery. And then like when you join the league, part of what you're paying for your team is we provide the uniforms. Right? And then we'll all be like really professional foosball looking players.
Okay.
It'll be fucking incredible.
I'm down.
See? Here for it. This is a good idea.
It's all matching.
This is a good idea.
Coming up all Millhouse.
Come out on the 28th. We've got a trophy. I'll be right back. Desmond, you entertain people. I'll be right back. Sorry, those are my necklaces.
Balls. That's not counted as juggling.
What?
You've never foosballed?
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest.
anyone can foosball.
Anybody can ball.
I'm back. So here's the way this works is like, so we got a first, second, and a third place, right? If you win third place, what is it? $20, right? In
Think so.
store credit, right? And I think it's like 35 or 40 in store credit for second place. But the first place winner, not only do they get like $50 in store credit here, but they get their picture displayed in the lobby next to the grand champion trophy, which we will take their picture with as well. Right? Now, this doesn't go home with you. This stays in the lobby, but it'd be right next to your picture, right? And then you would be the greatest of all time until I think we're doing it again in April, right? Like we're gonna do another one of these. But the way this works is if you win, you have to come back and defend your championship title, right? That's just fair. So
It's true.
if you want your picture taken with that, you should come. I'm also, I don't know if I should even have revealed this at this point, but I'm going to anyway.
This is big to even me.
Looking at potentially for the store credit things, doing those big ass gift certificates, right? And then like you would come in and take your picture with that and it'd look all like sweepstakes style and we'll buy like some balloons and shit, right? It'll be fucking awesome. So
Whatever happened to
foosball.
like on
I
I guess
don't-
I
I
don't
don't
watch
know.
TV, but like where they would just walk up. Who?
I feel like they probably still do that on the Price is Right and shit, right?
No,
Yeah,
I
probably
mean
still.
like it wasn't even Price is Right. They would just go to a random home.
Yeah, I'm saying like it was a commercial style thing that happened in between though. It's like
Oh, I didn't know that.
Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, I think. I don't know exactly how it worked. I wasn't old enough. I don't know.
Yeah. I've
But yeah, how
always
funny
seen
would
it.
that be to have giant versions of them, right? Like those big checks. And then like if you win, you've got like your picture of like you and your teammate holding the check and like the GOAT trophy up in the lobby. I feel like this is a fucking great idea.
I agree.
So remind me tomorrow to see if we can order those. If I can get those printed on time, I'll do that shit. I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
Hello, tomorrow.
Thank you.
Remind.
So, what do we got?
The Star Search.
Yeah, it was that guy. Exactly. Kaylin's on. Kaylin, are you coming to the event on the 28th? You should. You definitely should. And you should feel the team too, right? Because you could win. You could be the GOAT, right?
The goats.
Yeah, just because, Caitlin, you haven't seen it yet. You could get your picture taken with this, and that could be displayed in the lobby. All you got to do is really beat Desmond and I, because that's what it's going to take.
Mhm.
So here's the important part, though. This is a really to go in line with our thing where we gave away the iPad, but I had the opportunity to break it. I feel like the way this works is if Desmond and I win first place, no one gets anything. Nothing.
That seems mean.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Planning a character. What do you mean? Is it gonna be a
Okay.
surprise?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, no, that's a different thing.
That
That's
is
a
a
different
different
thing. Okay, so we should get into this. The way the D&D thing works is we're not choosing who all's in the D&D game or what their characters are going to be quite yet. We're trying to come up with some sort of like maybe a contest or a competition or something like that, and then like some voting and stuff. And the idea is we're going to be playing it through Fantasy Ground. So we're going to try to make it so that not only can we all play it, where like you'll show up, you'll bring like your laptop or your iPad or whatever so that you can play, and all the stuff will be on there so we can stream that live too, the same way we do with this stuff.
Yeah.
So, but no, I was talking about the foosball tournament, Miss Caitlin. So stop by for that. Feel the team. It's a $0 entry fee this time. Hopefully we don't have so many teams that we gotta
yeah.
tell people they can't join. But $0 entry fee this time, and you can get some free shit out of it, right? But you have to make sure that Desmond and I don't win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If we win, everyone's fucked. You just showed up to watch us be good at foosball.
That sounds like an orgy.
It does, really. Desmond and I are fucking everybody. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We get in trouble for that, I think.
100%.
Could be problems with that. I'm not allowed to sleep with that many clients anyway. That's against the rules. I could get in trouble. I could get yelled at. Well, it's not a sport. It's not a sport. It's a gentleman's game, really. It's fantastic. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a blast. I never foosballed before in my entire damn life, and we got this table, and then like for like like a week straight. We didn't do any fucking work. We just played on the goddamn foosball table. It's incredible. And you have to do it. So stop by, bring a friend, field a team, maybe a win. Hopefully we'll have giant Publishers Clearinghouse style gift certificate checks for people and a GOAT trophy, which we definitely already have. So there's that.
Is
So
it
field
true
the team.
if you don't lose it, you lose it?
You have to come back in April if you win the tournament to defend the trophy, or your picture's not going to stay up next to it, because if you don't lose it, you lose it. That's factual, yeah.
You do have to defend the chip.
Do you remember what we decided on the name for the April event?
The chip. No. Oh, I know what it is.
Do you want to tell them?
Do you want to tell them?
I want you to.
It's going to be our April Fools event.
April Fools. You guys are welcome. That also happens to be, we chose that date because it's the anniversary of me tattooing. First day I ever tattooed as a professional, April 1st, 2007. True story. Okay, pom-poms. Hell yeah. I mean, why wouldn't there be cheerleaders in foosball? I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we should have, like, each team is allowed to field their own cheerleaders. I think that'd be fucking hilarious. Right? Like, why not? Is Pat's on here? Nice.
Remember that day?
What?
Can I come in with a bandana, a banana, and a button down, only button to the top?
I mean, that's up to you.
As long as your other teammate is.
Really? Yeah, you need to be dressed like a team. That's the important part. And I mean, if you win, you win, right? And you'll be dressed like that for your photo. But it's not going to happen. Just so we're clear, it's not going to happen. Desmond and I are going to dominate this tournament, or
See these
get
hands?
put out in the very first game. I'm not
They
sure.
were made for foozing.
See these? They're sometimes good at it, sometimes horrible. We'll find out. You
As
know?
long as I don't get it too inebriated.
We'll wait till the end
think
of the
I'll be
night for
fine.
that. That way, it's like a down to the wire, remember the Titans kind of feeling. You know?
Foozing and boozing.
Do you think we're going down? I don't agree.
If I
Not
had
even a little
nickel for every time I heard that.
Yeah. We're going to win fucking hardcore win. So bring whoever it is that's your teammate. Make sure they're prepared to lose because it's inevitable, right? We're inevitable. And understand next time we're definitely going to have like some serious jerseys and shit. It's going to be ridiculous. Who do we want for our cheerleaders?
I don't know.
And we can't have Sam or Mary. They're going to be a team.
Mm-hmm.
Evangeline's never going to do a cheerleader thing.
Bring
She'd be
your
mad if I
mom.
just asked.
Let's go.
Bring your mom. We'll beat your mom up too. It's fine.
Sheesh.
At foosball, not
Yeah.
real life.
What?
And then I think I saw Timmy's on, right? Timmy, what's up? I know you're fielding the team, right? For foosball. And if you didn't hear Timmy, we're also doing it again in April. So if you do happen to, by fluke, beat Desmond and I, then you got to come defend it.
Brass gonna run. They're not invited.
So you can do this. Bam. Currently, this is Desmond and I. Just so you guys know, this is what you're competing to be, is the grand champions of the Rogues Gallery Foosball League.
So I have a foosball name. It's little Foozy Bert.
I like it. I like it. I don't have one yet. Mine's going to be Cock Knocker.
All right. Well,
That's going to be mine. Yeah, just, I don't know who you can bring. Bring one of your kids, Timmy. I'm sure they're good at foosball.
yeah.
The little one. That's the one. You know, the smaller the better. They got those little hands. They get in there. They're not in your way. Rodin's actually a pretty good partner. So I'm telling you, it's a better idea than it sounds like on paper.
I mean, just bring yourself. We'll figure it out.
True. We'll probably hook you up on somebody's team. It's fine. It's a $0 entry fee anyway.
Yeah.
So
Just come hang out.
be here. Hopefully Ethan can come too. I think he'd be good for a foosball team. If Sean is not here, I'm gonna be a little upset. I feel like he's probably pretty good at foosball.
Oh shoot, the Pats and Timmy.
Oh man, actually that'd probably be a decent team. I'd be a little worried about that one. Who else we got? We need some cheerleaders. Ours have to be sexy too. We need sexy cheerleaders. Who wants to be mine and Desmond's sexy cheerleaders for our team?
I want sexless cheerleaders.
Well, I didn't say they had to be getting banged all the time.
No, I meant
I want sexy
like
celibate
Kendall.
cheerleaders. Who wants to dress like nuns for our cheerleaders? That's what I guess I'm asking.
Nuns and Buns is my favorite
Well,
video of all time.
Timmy, you don't get to take the trophy home. This is an important thing that you guys got to understand. The trophy, you take your photo with it, and then we put the trophy back up in the lobby with your picture next to it so people know that you're the grand champion when they come in here.
I just thought of a great idea too.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so you know how they have the shirts where it's a picture and then they take a picture of the person in the shirt? That's what we should do. So as you go, you beat this champion, then the next one takes a picture with the picture of it
Okay.
and the thing, and then keeps going and going
Just
and
like
going.
an endlessly recursive string of champions. It's just going to be Desmond and I every fucking time. It'll be one photo forever.
This reminds me of Charlie McDennis.
This is fantastic, and I'm telling you, we're gonna start a damn foosball league. It's gonna be awesome. I don't know why we're gonna do it. I don't have a good fucking reason for it, but we're gonna do it. And then the other thing is like we got the D&D night thing coming up. So the D&D game itself is gonna be like some sort of like selection process and shit like that for you to play in the main D&D game, which is gonna be live streamed, right? But I'm bringing back some shit from 1994 through 1997. D&D had a card game called Spellfire Master the Magic. And I play said card game with several people that I know. And we're going to bring that card game out that night, so you will be able to stop by, and it's like you'll be able to play the game because we'll set up some extra decks that you can borrow and play with people who already know how to play it, so you can learn how to play it that night too. And then eventually, I'm thinking about setting up tournaments where you'd come in, you'd pay an entry fee, and I'd get my hands on some of the sealed starter decks and stuff, and then like you'd have that to play the tournament with, and then you get to take that home at the end too. So it's a fucking super fun ass game. D&D's cool, Spellfire's fucking better. So like, fucking stop by if for nothing else. You guys are gonna love that fucking game.
Long story short, come play it with us.
Yes, we'll be playing Spellfire that night. We'll be playing D&D that night. That's in February. That's the 18th. And then the event after that is for my birthday, right? I don't even fucking know what we're doing for my birthday yet. So if you all have cool ass suggestions, I kind of want to do it here. I don't know. I need a date. I need a date, Desmond. A non-female date for my birthday. That's what I need. I've had a female date every year for my birthday. It's time for a change, you know. So I need cheerleaders that are sexy cheerleaders dressed as nuns, and then I need a dude as my date for my birthday that's also a sexy cheerleader. That's what I'm after. So look it up. Take care of that. That's my wish list. I need you all to take care of that for me. I'm not good at that. So. Do you have any suggestions?
Why did Mr. Wagner have a kid?
I'd keep workshopping it before I went live with that.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going live with it, but it's funny that I could say the first part of the joke. Nobody knows.
Still owe Richie a date. I mean, you could come as my date.
As a pregnant dude non-cheerleader. Listen. That's hit a lot of demographics.
I could have multiple dates, right? Like, what's wrong with having 3 cute guys as dates?
I don't know.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I feel I should be allowed 5 dates that night, up to 5 people.
Timmy, if you dress as a nun, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Timmy, please show up with your team dressed as nuns for the thing, and that can be like your all's shtick for when you're in the league and everything. That'd be awesome. See, Richie said it'd be my birthday date. 1 of 5 down.
I don't know what you want me to do in this whole thing.
Get me some dates.
Yeah.
I thought I was
like,
being obvious.
I feel like I need a cane.
I need you to get like a list of all the men in Brevard County who sleep with other men, and I need you to go through it, check it twice, and decide which ones are naughty and nice. You know, get it hooked up.
What kind of gay Santa am I?
Hopefully a great one. Oh, Mother Teresa. I feel like we got this whole
and
thing.
holes.
So real talk, like if we do go so far as to have cheerleaders for teams in this whole thing, we're definitely getting some kick-ass uniforms because I'm designing them. And then we're going to have cheerleaders with some kick-ass, cute little fucking uniforms too. I'm going to go over the top. It's going to be like basketball.
I hope it's pantsuits.
It won't be.
A big pantsuit.
It won't be.
energy.
Ours will be nuns wearing fishnets. I'm just saying.
Okay, first of all, nuns don't even go in the water. They're not catching fish at all.
Okay.
So why the fishnets?
Because they got
It's
caught.
a stupid idea.
They got caught.
Feel bad about it.
Right. So we need 3 cheerleaders. It'll be 2 nuns in fishnets and tiny little panties and shit. And it'll be one priest.
I hated that.
One priest
I don't know
in
why.
like the priest collar and everything, but like he carries a paddle around. Right.
It should just be a pool noodle.
It's gonna be amazing,
So
right? And our team will be offensive, I guess, is really what we're gonna be. We'll be villain, and that's why we get all of that. It's awesome. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I'm telling you, everyone's got a fetish for this stuff too. Like nobody doesn't have a nun fetish. And I don't know hardly any girls who don't have like kind of a confessional fetish thing. Yeah. I'm telling you, everyone's into it. I'm into it. You're into it.
Can
You're
they be on leashes? They have to be on leashes.
I mean, yeah, leashes with the collars,
Mm-hmm.
right? Preferably one of those little harness style tops. You know what I'm talking about. It'll be amazing. We're going to have a really
What's going
stylish
on?
team, you know. A really sexy, stylish team. Our jerseys will be nippleless. And just little window cutouts for nipples. You're welcome. So, this is going to be the
Great.
best fucking event. If all of you aren't there, I'm going to be disappointed. You have to bring people to, because it's going to be more fun that way. And then, without a doubt, you have to stop by and play Spellfire with us. That's going to be like the coolest shit. Like that game, I can't tell you enough how much I fucking love that game. It's like one of my favorite games in the fucking world. So, that's what I got for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I will beat everyone's ass at that game too.
So D&D rules.
Okay.
Characters aren't. You're not creating your own. I
No.
think that's what we decided.
Nobody is.
So
So I don't know how we're choosing who all goes in the game because we've got like a lot of people who want to be in the game. But once we've chosen that, we're going to have some sort of competition or contest or vote or something. We're going to make the characters. And we're going to give them like rough backstories. And then we're going to let you all assign the characters to the players. And then I'm going to penalize the fuck out of them if they don't role play them properly.
okay.
This is going to be awesome. And again, all on fantasy grounds. So like the people who are watching on stream will be able to see like the dice rolls and shit. And I'm kind of trying to figure out how we can make it so like you can see the DM's dice rolls if you're on the stream, but the players can't. Right? And then just, I guess, trust the players not to open the stream up, you know? But
Fair.
we'll have like map tiles and shit. I'll probably download some like modules. Maybe we'll do like Journey to Castle Ravenloft or something like that. But we'll make it fun. It'll be really fucking cool. And we'll do this again periodically. So if you do end up in the game, you got to be willing to come back every time that we're playing, which will be probably at least once every few months, but probably get to the point where it's like once a month. Because why not? I mean, what the fuck else am I going to do with my time?
I don't know.
The fuck else are you all going to do with your time?
I don't know.
That's true. He doesn't know. It's fair. Come spend time with me. We've got a foosball table. We got a pool table. We got a glory hole.
We got regular tables.
We have regular tables, regular holes. We got a fireplace that's real and not a TV.
Irregular holes.
True. Standard holes. Substandard holes. We got it all, is what I'm saying.
We got so many holes for you.
Oh my gosh. So stop by for the holes and the fireplace. Stick around for the Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Because we're a so-so tattoo studio, you know. Yeah, for sure, of course. We'll make sure that we tell everybody well in advance, like when the game's gonna be, so it's not like a problem thing. But it'll probably always be on like a Saturday night.
If you guys in the stream right now want, message us that you're interested so we can be the first ones to, like, once we're posting stuff, we can just be like, hey, just so you know, it's this date, and then we'll just add you to kind of a list of anybody.
This whole weekend off, I like it.
Hey,
Like I don't know precisely what I want to do, but I kind of would like. Does anybody know one of those services where they do like the little like they show up and they provide the liquor and everything? and I just like pay them or whatever.
I think it's called Sam.
I mean, that's probably true. It'd be nice to have, like, because I don't drink, but like, I don't want people not to be able to drink at my birthday if they want to drink. I just don't want to go out to a bar. I want to do it here. If anyone knows anything like that, like, message us that too, because I want to get that set up. I think that'd be cool. We'll obviously play games and stuff, but I don't know. I want to make it wild. Like, why the fuck not? I'm a tattoo artist. God damn it. Let's do something weird. Let's get weird with it.
And I don't think we can provide alcohol.
We can't. No, but like if we pay like a thing to do it, then.
Well,
then
I'm just so they know why we wouldn't just be like, oh, BYOB or whatever.
yeah. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. It's problematic.
As a business.
I don't know. Like, maybe I'll break in the glory hole that night. You know, I don't know. We'll get weird with it. So, I'm just saying, like, I want to have a weird birthday. I want to have a wild birthday. I'm turning 39. I'm turning 39. I don't look a day over 6, you know. But no, I'm turning 39, and I look fucking good for 39, and I want to have a birthday that shows that I'm feeling good and trying to have a good time. I had a rough couple of years. I think most people know that. So come make me have a good time, right?
What a statement.
Phrasing.
Anyway.
What else do we got going on?
Not much.
Beyond that, right? Beyond that, not a lot.
No.
We're planning out our marketing for the year. That's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
That's a lot of spreadsheets and shit. It's really fucking boring.
A lot of spreadsheets. A lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah. So we've been spreading it for you on the sheets. Spreadsheeting it. Right. Spreadsheeting it for you. My bad. And I don't know. I've been designing some new shirts. That's a big thing. I'm going to start doing the t-shirt club again soon, I think. I think I'm going to launch that real soon. But like a more torn down version of it, you know? And so like it'd be a once a month kind of thing. I just ship out a shirt on the 1st to everyone who's like a member of it. But I want to attach that somehow to like the Villain Social Club concept. So it's like it goes back to like the events and like VIP passes for things, stuff like that. So it's like these are like, I don't know, the core group, right? And then I want to include like an army shirt, because we had that Villain Army shirt that we designed. I want to make a new one of those, right? So it's like the 1980s Army, and do this whole like Villain Army concept where it's like if you are part of the t-shirt club, you become like a henchman in the Villain Army, and you get assigned like a henchman number, and then we never reassign the number, right? Like I think that'd be cool. So I think I'm going to launch that pretty soon. I think we're going to start talking about this next week. So Rocky Horror for my birthday. Okay, so I didn't say anything about Rocky Horror. I said that it's going to be probably a lingerie and suit party, and that I'm going to dress like it's Rocky Horror. That's probably going to happen. I was trying to figure out like how do I go lingerie and the suit thing, but I don't know. I can't figure it out. So I don't know. I might show up in fishnets. You're welcome.
Live your life.
And garters. Corset. Pearl necklace. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's going to be an awesome birthday party is what I'm saying. I'm going to show up and have a good fucking time. I deserve it. So it's going to happen.
It's all our birthday then.
Yeah, I know. I make a damn good Frankfurter. I need someone to be Rocky with a little gold trunks.
I don't like that movie.
How do you not like that movie?
I just don't like that fucking movie.
That's crazy to me. That movie is off the chain.
It's like there's too much goddamn singing in it.
That's the whole thing I like about it.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole thing I hate about it.
You are so straight.
I don't like
it's
singing
painful.
in fucking movies.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
even an action movie guy. It isn't like, oh, fucking, ooh, yeah, fucking action. That's not even what it is.
Not enough Vin Diesel and The Rock for you.
Yeah. Not enough big, swole, sweaty men in my movies.
That's very straight of you to say. Okay, I think it's obvious why I like that movie, but still, like, I fucking love musicals.
I actually had, my buddy Chris, his girlfriend was like, "You're not bi?" I'm like, No, everybody just assumes I am.
Poor world.
Like
Poor
it's not that like I chose this life.
So I got a
I'm
question.
just straight. Sorry.
Are you saying you don't like The Little Mermaid?
No, I don't like Disney
Wow,
movies. I don't like fucking hear. Ugh.
That's. I'm sorry for you that you didn't get to experience that.
I mean, I've watched it, but
Like,
but that was when I was a kid.
what
I
is a
can't
fire?
stand it now.
And why does it? What's the
I'll-
word?
I swear to God, don't you fucking do it.
Oh, that movie, fucking incredible.
Leave Florida. All right, well,
Listen, musicals are my shit, dude. Like, you didn't like Phantom of the Opera?
no.
If it wasn't a musical, it would be bad.
That's
right?
yeah. All those movies are bad, unless you like the musical part.
Timmy doesn't like a music. Y'all are so straight. It's.
Let me sing the plot to you. I fucking hate that shit.
I want to be in a musical. I don't
Mm,
sing that well, but I
oh.
don't give a shit. I want to do it anyway.
I'm pretty composed. You know where I'm not composed? Fucking musicals.
if I put on a musical at the
Thank you, Timmy.
Cocoa Village Playhouse or whatever, if I did that, would you go?
Yes, I would go just to support you.
You just hate it the whole
I
time.
would hate the whole fucking
That
thing.
feels like good friendship. That's fine. That's fine. I have loved musicals since I was a kid, and Rocky Horror was like a big one. They showed that to me when I was way too young, but goddamn, I loved it.
I am not saying you shouldn't like them. I don't like them.
Okay, so I've never been in a musical in my whole life, and I've literally never acted in my entire life outside of like the videos you see us do and shit like that. But I actually really want to do acting. I really do. I think it'd be really fucking fun. I want to make movies. I'm kind of trying to get like a group of people together who also want to make movies, so it's not just all on me. But like, I want to write and direct and act and do all that shit. So y'all should help out, and you should join. Right. I could go but put in earbuds. You wouldn't listen to the musical? I could sing directly to you. I'm just gonna steal other people's music anyway. You're gonna come and be like, "Isn't that one from The Lion King?" And I'm like, I don't write. I'm sorry. I've never written a musical in my life. Musicals are dope, though. Hunchback of Notre Dame. You didn't like it?
I mean, most of that, I feel like, from what I can remember, because I only saw it as a kid, wasn't as much singing as I think. Like, it wasn't a
Judge
lot.
Guy sings an awful lot about wanting to rape Esmeralda. There's like a whole thing about that.
I blanked that out.
That's most of us tried to forget about
Yeah.
that.
But outside of that, like, some Disney movies are fine, but like when they're
Moana.
What is it?
Moana.
Never seen it.
Oof. It's visually, at very least, I think you'd like it. Moana has, like, in my opinion, one of the best fucking scenes of any musical ever. And it's when she realizes, like, that Te is the same thing as Taka, I think they called it. But, like, when she realizes that, she calls the lava monster over to her and tells the ocean, like, get out of the way and let it come to me. And there's this, like, slow-mo shot of this lava monster and little, like, Moana with, like, all this, like, water tone in the background. And they're both moving in slow-mo, and, like, the fucking colors to it, the composition of it. It's, like, every ounce of contrast you could put into a visual image is all right the fuck there on screen, and it is breathtaking. It's
Yeah.
also great musically, but if you don't like the music, it's neither here nor there for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't. People
mean,
singing in real life.
That one was Lin-Manuel Miranda, right? I think he did one. Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking incredible. Like, the dude came on the scene and then was like, I'm gonna do everything for you from now on. Like, every fucking thing that I like, it's like, who did this? Oh, it's him again, right? It's like Danny Elfman, right? Like, dude comes along and he's like, hey, I made Oingo Boingo for you, but I'm not done. How do you feel about Jack Skellington and Nightmare Before Christmas? Because I'm just gonna make your entire childhood.
And there's the other major.
And didn't he do like all of Tim Burton's shit back in the day? I feel like Danny Elfman probably wrote the music for most cool shit.
It's Danny Elfman and what's his name? He does the Harry Potter music. And
I don't know who does that.
God, John Williams? Yeah, that's what it is. I knew it was a very simple name.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Moana's
John Williams slaps.
Moana's good.
Nobuo Uematsu? All Final Fantasy music.
Dude.
Ugh.
So also one of the other ones for me was Mulan, right? They do the musical the whole time. And then they get to the burnt out village and there's no more music. They're done. Right? I thought that was really good.
I got a weird part of this.
Okay.
I don't hate opera.
Opera's pretty good though, dude.
It's a whole
Opera's
different
pretty
thing.
good. It's impressive, right? Like,
It's a different thing.
It is.
Yeah, I couldn't do opera.
Like I wouldn't want to go there all the time, but like seeing an opera or like
I want to go to like a
it's
Broadway musical.
okay.
Never been to one.
Yeah.
Never been to one. I've never had like a chance to take somebody to one or anything. So like I've never just gone. I'm half tempted to just go by myself, right? Like I like New York. I like New York.
I also like Nightmare Before Christmas, so I'm not on the same thing because it's there's a lot of more story that is not saying, so I'm fine with that. It's just a lot of musicals. All the dialogue is just it's all song. I'm like I just want to just say the thing, please, so I can follow this. It's just
I don't know. I guess that's fair, but you're missing out. Little Shop of Horrors.
I
Spam a lot.
I've never seen it. I've never
good.
seen Little Shop.
Good. Cannibal the Musical. Oh, you're missing out. You're missing out. Anyone who has not seen Cannibal the Musical, it is a Trey Parker and Matt Stone movie from back, I think, when they were still in college. And it is about Alfred Packer, who supposedly, according to Alfred Packer, did not eat all the people he was traveling with back during like the gold rush days. And according to the local authorities, did eat everyone he was traveling with. But the version of him in this movie is a guy who didn't eat everybody. He just got caught up because they all ate each other and he had nothing to do with that. Whose horse gets stolen by some trappers. And he loses his fucking mind over this. And they have like a 5-minute long triangle solo at some point or something like that. It's very good. You should watch that movie. You should watch it.
I feel like I'm defending myself a lot here.
I'm just saying.
No fan of the opera. I've just never sat down and watched it, and I'd probably watch it in, like, as a thing, like in a theater.
So, the hard part about Phantom of the Opera is if you go watch the movie, you're going to have to watch several 30-something-year-old men try to feel up a 17-year-old for quite some time on screen. It's a little unsettling. But
Shaka, bruh.
But the music is good. I'll give them that. And then I didn't watch the Les Mis movie, if I'm being honest with you, because it's like I don't want to. So I got that going on. Now watch Phantom of the Opera, the play, not the movie.
Yeah, I'll go see plays.
If you ever get a chance, do that.
This is my other thing. If I go to like a bar or if I go to anywhere, food, and there's music there that I did not know was going to be there, I'm going to be fucking pissed too. Like, I'm there to do a specific thing.
What if we set
and it's
aside...
not listen to your shitty music.
What if we set aside a night here and we got people to come in and do like a showing of like a Greek tragedy or something like that? It's like just one of our nights. Like Antigone or something.
I don't know if I'll be here.
Why? Why would you not be? That'd be
Just-
dope.
I
That'd be
mean-
dope. Right? That'd be art.
Because okay, one,
Blazing
if I leave
Saddles.
during, people are going to be pissed. It's better if I just pretend I'm sick.
So, Blazing Saddles, hear me out. I was just talking about this, that like people talk about Blazing Saddles and they're like, you could never make that movie today. Yes, you could. First of all, they made Django. Did you see that movie? They use the N-word a lot in that movie. That's not what's slowing you down on Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles, the cinematography is dated as fuck. Go ahead, try. Go watch that movie now. Don't think about like what you remember Blazing Saddles as. Go watch it and you'll be like, yeah, no, like all of this would be changed quite a bit now in this day and age with how they put it together.
This has turned into, Desmond, have you watched this musical?
Blazing Saddles isn't a musical.
Well, I know, but as we've gone through them, it's like, how about this one? Do you think this one's good?
Musicals are just good. I can't help it, man. So,
What's up, Eddie?
play D&D with us and watch musicals, I guess, is really the moral of that story.
Oh.
Eddie, are you coming to the foosball tournament on the 28th?
You should. Good.
So that you can watch Desmond and
You
I hang on to the championship. This is it right here. Bam. You're welcome. So just for everybody who doesn't know already, because you're just joining us, you don't get to keep this. You get to take your picture with this, and it goes up in the lobby next to this so that when people come in, they immediately know that you're the foosball champions, which it's just going to be Desmond and I, but you all should come by and try. You should attempt it, you know. Or don't. I mean, like, I'd be scared if it was me. I wouldn't stop by.
I'm scared and I'm me.
It's true. It's true. You absolutely should come.
I
You
should
feel
come.
the team. If you can't put a team together, come out and we'll put you on a team with somebody.
If somebody just texted me, I should come and be like, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
you should.
I'd hurry up if it was me. But no, so you should stop by and you should play foosball and watch Desmond and I dominate. I'm gonna probably be up here tomorrow trying to figure out how to put the bracket on the TV, right? Because I've got a program now I think is gonna work for this, and if we can get the bracket up there, I want to be able to display basically you and I dominating the tournament the whole time, but everybody else's rankings too, So
I full sent that text to see how it's responded.
okay.
Responded to? Yes.
It's gonna be a good time, is what I'm saying. So.
Yes.
Stop by Mr. Simpkins.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, even if you're not in the D&D game, everybody should stop by for the event on the 18th of February.
Yes.
Because we're doing the D&D game that day. We're doing a bunch of other stuff like Spellfire and shit like that.
Just non-stop musicals during foosball. I hate it. I hate it a lot.
Why?
I hate it. You want to lose?
You don't like musicals? You're going to put like the Sound of Music up on there. Yeah. That's a movie about Nazis. A lot of Nazi stuff in that movie. Yeah. You never think about that. A lot of stuff used to be about Nazis because Nazis were a thing.
I'm putting in headphones, by the way, Richie, and just let it ride.
Listen, Eddie, so D&D is it's an interesting game. It's a game that's meant to be like you get together and you role play a series of characters together and you tell a story jointly in this epic format like Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
It never goes down that way.
No.
Never. It's all the people that like you fuck around with all the time. So these people are gonna fuck around,
Yep.
It gets weird. And I think it's fucking hilarious.
It's a lot of drunk role playing.
Oh yeah.
And then you start fights in bars. That's basically 90% of my.
I will say a lot
my
of adventures end up with getting arrested in a tavern.
Uh-huh.
That happens so frequently.
Yeah.
It's like a standard. You have to have like as a DM, you're like, well, these are the 16 people who you have to talk to as guards that I just recycle. Why? Well, because you're going to get arrested at taverns a lot. You're going to burn a tavern down or 12. So, but the important part here is you have to role play the fuck out of the character. Like we're not accepting anything else. Every character is going to be hella role played or I'm taking experience points away from them. It's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
How have you never had the opportunity? I thought that like you just had cool people around you. How could you not have played D&D? That's crazy. You just slept with everyone? Yeah, you got to have high charisma for that, right? It's all about the dice rolls.
I think it's more about the dexterity.
No, see, my favorite shit is I saw a thing the other day that was like just started a D&D campaign. You see a dog, barbarian. I want to pet the dog. Okay, roll to pet the dog. Rolls a natural 1. You slap the dog. That shit's hilarious.
Can we switch constitution to constitution?
Come dumpstitution.
Come dumpstitution.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That'll be a stat. Why not?
Well, usually you dump your extra stats in there.
I'm telling you, there's 3 genders in movies. We're just gonna port that over to fucking RPGs.
Hey girl, are you constitution? Because I'm gonna dump my extra stats in you.
So
Ariana Grande.
your choices for genders for your characters in this game are princess, slut, and loser. And those are your gender choices. I'll be the Han Solo of the group. You can take your guess as to which one that is. I saw that meme and people started posting it up and it was like Hanson and they're like, man, this fits every time. It's the good demon too. Oh, you're welcome. So yeah, we're gonna have a weird D&D game probably. I imagine I'll be high as fuck while I'm DMing it, and we're gonna live stream it, so it's gonna be weird as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I hope people are just like watching that, like, what in the ever living fuck are these people doing? I don't know. And what do you mean these people? That's what I'll reply. So tune in for that. We should live stream parts of my birthday too. Whatever's legally allowed to live stream.
That is dangerous.
Well, I won't be drunk.
That is dangerous.
I'm just saying, I don't drink, so it can't be that bad.
That is dangerous.
Usually if anyone removes their pants because they've been drinking, it's me.
I try to keep more pants on when I get drunk.
I don't.
I just add layers.
I have had my pants off in bars around here on several occasions. It's horrible. I just have a problem. I get drunk and like I don't know, my genitals feel hot. You know, so the
My
pants gotta
pants
come
get
off.
tight. Oh, my pants are so tight.
Yeah, I mean like D&D high is awesome. So my favorite shit about D&D back in the day is we would just go out and buy a whole shit ton of junk food and fucking soda and just stay up for like a full day playing that shit through the
yeah.
whole night and everything. It was awesome.
Oh yeah. It's
How
a
long
mess.
should we play for? Should it be
At
like
least 3 hours.
3
So
hours?
I'd say like 6:30 to 9:30.
what do y'all think? 3 hours, 4 hours?
3 hours is a pretty decent sit-down session
I
for
mean,
like
I've seen
people
them
that
go
have
for
never
a
played it.
long
Oh,
time.
I know, me
but
too.
like, yeah, I think we got to cut it at some point. Are your dates 100% okay with?
As your
Yes.
date,
Oh,
Richie is 100%
Okay,
okay
yeah,
with pants.
that's good.
But pants.
I mean, no guarantees that I'm wearing pants that night. It might be a thong. You know, I might go with a thong. My butt looks good, so why wouldn't I?
Oh,
I don't
did
know
you
if
hear
y'all have
my
seen me
chest
lately,
pump?
but
Oof.
my booty's looking good. So, we'll have to
Word.
figure out. I don't know what setting I want to do this in yet. Like it's gonna be a D&D, but like there's so much cool shit. Like Spelljammer was cool as fuck. Dark Sun would be kind of cool.
Last campaign that I actually finished, because it was one of our shorter ones, was we were all bards, just all bards, which actually works really well. It's surprisingly well.
So we used to play campaigns when I was a kid, and we were all stupid, man. People would end up killing other people's characters and stuff, like on accident. We'd accidentally do it because they'd be like, "Hey, we need to introduce this person's character to the group," but they just like walk up on your camp in the middle of the night. So of course you're gonna fucking attack them.
Mhm.
So yeah, Timmy, I'm telling you, you would like it too. Anyone who's wanting to play, message us so we can start figuring out how we're gonna like
Yes.
do that whole thing. Birthday princess. I'm the birthday slut. That's my gender. I'm not
Yeah.
princess.
Mhm,
Obviously.
mhm, mhm.
He's princess.
I'm
the
princess?
slut. Yeah.
I mean, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then Evangeline's the loser.
Yeah.
Poor Evangeline.
I was like, if I had to choose, yeah, I'm not a slut,
No.
and I'm not the loser. Am I
I'm
the
not
loser?
really a slut. I'm faithful. I guess that's enough, right? If I'm in a relationship, I am faithful. If I'm not in a relationship, yeah, I have had my times in the past where I was a little easy. I don't know what you want from me, right? I'm a rogue. That's what I do. So, Timmy,
He's Luigi.
just bring some beer if you end up being one of the people who's playing in the game, and drink some beer, and then try to role play your character,
Mm-hmm.
whoever the public assigns to everyone.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part about it. We're gonna make up some weird ass characters, and you're gonna have to like really fucking go ham on it. And then we're gonna live stream us doing that. It's gonna be the most fun shit ever. It's gonna be a good D&D game.
Are we starting at level 2?
No.
I don't know why they have a
No.
fucking level 1. I'm gonna be honest.
Because it's awesome.
It's stupid and smelly.
Because when you start out life, you suck at things, and your characters will suck at
Yeah,
things.
but your fucking character is old.
No, it's not.
90% of the time.
No, it's not.
Are we starting at 1? Did we just come out of the womb?
I'll make that
How long is the
decision.
campaign?
You don't make that decision. Plus, you got to figure a level 1 character is like significantly stronger than an average human being ever will be. These people who are on farms their whole lives look like bitches compared to your character. Right? Like, you've worked a long time to get to where you're at. Don't sell yourself short. You haven't even seen the
No,
sheet
no,
yet.
no,
You
no,
should
no.
see your stats. You're doing great.
No, I don't want to hear this bullshit.
You're doing great. It's gonna be fucking amazing. I'm telling you. It's one of my favorite games. I used to play as a kid for like escapist reasons, but like it's actually really fun to just like make shit up, right? And like, I don't know. It always devolves into dumb shit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then it'll be even better if everybody's here so they can see that, you know, we've got this trophy that Desmond and I are still the holders of. And we're debating, this is no lie, we're debating doing a foosball league where the rules are you get to go home with championship belts, but you have to defend the belts every time that we have a tournament, or you have to turn the belt back in and you lose your championship. You got to defend the belt, you know? But they'd be like real championship belts, like some serious shit, right? like those big ass ones, and then like we'll have your picture up here with like it thrown over your shoulder and shit. It'll be fucking
Have
dope.
like intro music with fucking pyrotechnics.
It'll be so funny. We'll make the league and we'll have it be like whatever it is that you're paying is like your league entry fee that you pay every year covers like new uniforms every year and more ridiculous shit for the league. And we'll have
Time to
one
play the
cheerleaders.
game.
It's gonna be fucking awesome. So if you're not planning it already, you gotta come out on the 28th. It's gonna be so fucking perfect. And our New Year's event was dope too. For anyone who didn't show up to that, you missed a hell of a fucking party. It was really fun.
Thank
I
you to
think-
everybody who did.
We had to kick people out at 2 a.m., right? Like I thought we were gonna have a hard time kind of having people start getting out after midnight and like probably have to shut it down a little earlier, and it ended up going later than we expected. So it was fun. And I saw Timmy's butt cheek. That happened,
For a decent amount of time.
which was fucking hilarious. Like, the best shot of the whole night would have been the photo of me doing that. That was fucking perfect. Thank you all for making that night everything I was hoping it would be.
Ass out for Harambe.
Yeah, I got so many of these ideas that we're gonna keep doing, and it's gonna get weird. It's gonna be a weird year. I'm just forewarning everyone. Like I've got a art project we're working on that's risque, and I hope that it's gonna be funny. I think, and we've got a new commercial we're working on because we got the one that's out
What's up,
right now.
Tom?
Right, got the what do you call it? The tech commercial out right now, but hopefully by March or so we'll have wrapped up everything we need for like the next beauty commercial, and then we're gonna have one after that, and like it's gonna be a good year, a weird good year.
Should be fine. 2023 should be better than 1402.
Oh, 1402 was a good year. Yeah, I know that. I'm immortal. No, I'm the Highlander. I fell off of a cliff and I became the Highlander. That's how it happened. I don't know if anyone's going to get that fucking reference. That's not even a Highlander reference. That's an Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference. You're fucking welcome. That's a reference and a reference.
Sudi takes over the throne as the Yongle Emperor, making the end of the Jingnan campaign
Okay. I remember
in
that.
1402.
I remember that happening. There's tough times back then, you know?
Yeah, it seems like it was fine.
I was 205. You were basically an adult at that age back then, you know? It was tough. I had to take care of all my own shit. It
Mhm.
was wild. A side note, I almost bought Highlander cards today.
I talked Galen out of
He
it.
did. I was going to spend $50 on Highlander cards, and I probably shouldn't have, so it's a good idea that I did not. But Highlander, for anyone who even knows what that is, had a collectible card game back in, I think, 1997.
Everything did.
And it wasn't good, but it was a game. So I almost bought like a sealed box of like the starter decks, because like, why the fuck not, right? Why not? You only live one life. Why not own Highlander cards? How many of you out there fucking watched Highlander? How many of you remember that fucking the show and the movies, right? So if you did not, the premise is that there's like these immortals, and every clan of
Son of a
people
bitch.
has an immortal. And then if they cut their heads off, the immortals die. And if you're an immortal who cuts another immortal's head off, you get all like their knowledge and power. And in the end, when there's very few immortals left, there's a thing called the Gathering where they're all drawn together. They have to kill each other, and there can be only one, and they win the prize. And that happens in the first movie. This immortal kills the last of the other immortals, wins the prize. Happens again in the second movie. It happens again in the third movie. Then the show is actually about his brother. And then I think in the fourth movie, he dies and his brother wins the prize, even though he's already been the last immortal in 3 other fucking movies. It's weird. They really fucked up on like the storyline, but hear me out. I want to reboot Highlander. I've never directed a movie, but if any producers are out there listening, you should finance this and you should let me reboot Highlander in like the modern day. And the main bad guy is an American immortal, but like a modern American. So he's much younger than the rest of the immortals. And he's pretty much everything everybody hates about America as like one person. And the entire movie is him just not giving a fuck about the rules
I don't like any
at
of
all.
this.
I think it'd be amazing, right? Like he just kills people on holy ground and shit, doesn't give a fuck, right? Just super fucking American. Just like shows up and just wrecks the fucking place up.
I've heard a lot about Highlander today.
You can't have heard enough about Highlander today because you still don't think I should buy the cards.
I
you know?
mean, I still don't think you should buy the cards.
It's a good purchase. Do you all think I should buy a box of sealed Highlander cards? That's the real
The
question.
problem with it, his
What's the
name
problem?
should be Chad. Problem with it is you have to get enough where you can build enough decks to even.
So the box, it's
The
got
box?
like 12 starter decks in it already. I could play against 12 people, even though there can be only one.
There can only be one though.
So,
It's just a deck.
Richie feels I deserve the cards, right?
Listen. No, Richie, go with something yourself.
So how about this? How about if I bought starter decks of Spellfire cards and I taught everyone to play Spellfire and then we had a Spellfire tournament and you paid, but you got to take the starter deck home and it's your starter deck now. Would people do that? Right? I feel like
Don't look at me.
if that's the case, then yeah, I think I should be allowed to buy the Spellfire cards. They're a little more expensive than the Highlander cards.
I think getting into a new card game, not the best usage of money. If
How
you
do
already have
figure?
Spellfire. If you just give Spellfire cards, you don't have them.
I feel like I need more new card games, if anything. Right? I
that's
need
not.
Highlander.
That is not how CCGs work.
I need Highlander.
At all.
I've got Spellfire. I've got a bunch of Spellfire cards. Right.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's if you say
Not
musicals.
happening.
Yeah. See?
No. So I also have a bunch of Star Trek cards. Right. I'm such a fucking dork, and I don't even care. I'm doing
Have
this
them.
anyway. I'm knocking
Oh,
things
that's
over.
where it is.
Ignore what's happening.
Oh boy.
I'm just showing you guys how cool I am. I don't know if you've ever seen these. These right here. These are Star Trek
God, dude.
cards. Yeah. I used to play this game when I was a kid, right? And it's fucking awesome. I love the game. It's like a 2-player game. And Desmond doesn't play it with me.
Well, that's why I like Netrunner, because I can just buy the cards that I want to buy, and they're not expensive, and the game's fun as shit.
I feel like that's the opposite of what a CCG is, though. It's like
It's a
you
living
spend a
card
whole
game.
lot
It's
of
an
money. You never
LCG.
actually get the stuff that you want to
It's
get.
LCG.
Like, you know, you're sitting there and you're like buying the cards and you're like, man, I really want to get this rare card. And then you never get it and you spend all the money you've ever earned.
Yeah, that sounds not very adult.
What? That's, no, I don't agree with you. That's not a GOAT attitude, is what I'm saying. You're going to ruin our chances of winning.
I was ranked 19th in the nation in Dragon Ball Z card game
So?
when I was 10.
But that's Dragon Ball Z.
Stuck on my toes.
That's Dragon Ball Z. You're never breaking into the top
Suck.
3. You got to become a Super Saiyan to do that. And you're not Saiyan. You're going to Yamcha this all day long. No matter how tough you are, you can never be Goku.
I'm Krillin at worst.
Okay. Krillin really is like a little luckier in that show than people give him credit for. People talk like Krillin just doesn't get anything, and it's like, dude, just check out where Krillin ends up. Shit turns out okay for that dude, right?
mhm.
He's a loyal motherfucker too.
He's dated the hottest women on that
I just feel
show.
bad for Yamcha because it's like you're like the toughest human, period. Like Yamcha could beat up every dude you've ever beat up, no problem, and then turn around and beat you up afterwards with his pinky, and he's still the bitch of the show. That's not fair, right? Like, how's he gonna work so hard and be so fucking tough? And they're like, where do you rank at? And he's like, really low, actually, believe it or not. Like, yeah, I can fuck up a small army of people, and that guy over there could blink and I'd die.
Have you seen his porn?
No.
Wolfang Fist?
Listen, I feel like Dragon Ball Z was a dynamite fucking show. It was incredible. Pokemon wasn't as good.
No, the
It
show
wasn't
sucks.
as good.
Also, Dragon Ball Z doesn't really hold up, but Dragon Ball does as an anime.
Okay, so Dragon Ball Z holds up better when you see it edited without all like the build up.
Mhm.
Right, when you don't have like 20 minutes of filler per episode, it's a much better fucking show. But it's still good. It's good as fuck. So, I don't know. We should have a Dragon Ball Z viewing party too. Why the fuck not?
I'm telling you, Dragon Ball is so much better.
Okay, real talk. I am thinking about doing something where like I just rent out the whole theater and just have like a bunch of like our clients and shit go watch like a fucking movie with us. Right? And it's like we rented out the theater. If we fucking don't enjoy the movie and we just end up making noise and shit, who cares? We rented it out. Let's go do that.
You can do that at this theater, I'm
Well,
sure.
for sure.
They're
Oh god,
begging
at this
for money.
point, it'd probably be like $50, right? They probably have nobody going there. It's Merritt Island. I guarantee they go out to the avenues at this point, right? So who would join us for a movie night is an important question too. So if you do see this video at some point, just message us if you want to go see a movie with us that isn't the Batman. I saw that in theater with the whole shop, and that was fucking terrible.
It was pretty garbage.
It was horrible. It was 90 minutes a good movie, 90 minutes a horrible movie. So we'll watch something cooler. Maybe we'll watch like an old movie. That could be cool, right? Game night, movie night. Yeah, you know what would be cool is if like we went in there and we rented it out for like a while and then had like we watched a movie all together and then we played video games up on the screen. That could be dope. A musical. Huh? You want to do that?
Richie,
we
what
could
the
do-
fuck did I do to
We
you?
could do Rocky Horror and people could live perform at the same time. You'd love that. That'd be like your nightmare.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything you hate all in one
If it was
place.
about clowns, it would just round everything. Frog clowns.
And I mean, I feel like your dislike of watching people sing live in front of you is pretty high. I feel like that would be pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
What we could do like an old movie though. It would be kind of dope to do. Like we should do The Crow. Right. Do it around Halloween and just have everyone come watch The Crow with us. Right. What? Why would you stay at the shop? You could come watch us all get crazy. We could do the time warp together, Desmond. I know you love that
I don't want to do it now. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to do it ever.
Okay, it's like a green eggs and ham sitch with him, you know. But I'll do the time warp. I'm basically Eddie from that anyway. Right.
Yeah, I get that reference.
Some of you do. Desmond does not. That's wild to me that you haven't even seen it though. Right? Like I could see you being like, I watched it and didn't like it. Having gotten this far in life and no one's made you watch it.
You want me to
pretty
anger more people?
Impressive, actually.
So the people that did watch it when I was younger, I hated all those people. So I was like, I'm definitely not watching because I fucking hate all of you.
No, that's fair. I avoided the Dark Crystal for a while for a similar reason. You know, where I was like, fans of the Dark Crystal were just very annoying for a period of time there. So I didn't want to watch the movie. There's like a lot of movies like that where it's like the fandom just keeps me away from this shit. Can't do it. Half
Just
naked.
went? Oh, you went?
There were half naked chicks, and that's awesome. Like, what's the problem with that? That seems like a good reason to go do anything, you know?
Yeah.
Are there half naked chicks there? That sounds like a good time, you know?
If they're singing,
On the flip side, there's also half naked dudes there, which also sounds like a good time. So it's like a 2-for-1 for me.
is
I
it the
can
fish
see-
half or the human half?
I mean, I like both halves. You
Okay.
know?
Alright.
So, either side naked's fine. No, I don't know. I feel like it's a weird quintessential kind of cult movie. So
I
it's
hate-
crazy that you avoided it.
I love Tim Curry too. That's the frustrating part.
Tim Curry does kill in the movie. He's one of the better performers in it, if we're being honest.
Home Alone 2, he's fantastic in.
He's fantastic in Dunstan Checks In, right? Yeah. And the Clue movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the dude's just got a body of work that's like super
Pennywise.
broad. Super broad.
He was so good as Pennywise.
The Congo,
Mhm.
right? You remember that shit? That's got one of the best lines
Yes.
in any movie ever when dude goes, Mr. Homolka, stop eating my sesame cake. And then like he has to like spit it out. It's like, God damn it, dude. If you haven't seen The Congo, don't. It's so fucking bad. Also, if you want another really bad movie, watch The Lawnmower Man. It's also fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
I saw that when I was like 3.
I punished Evangeline by making her watch it.
It's the worst.
Right.
It is so fucking
Threatened
bad.
to play it on loop if she didn't start acting right.
What about Lawnmower Man 2?
Yeah, that's wild to
That's
me that they
even-
made one, and it's nothing like Lawnmower Man. Like
No.
the storyline's got not shit to do with it. It's
Yeah.
weird. Like just so you're aware, Lawnmower Man was the concept of what if stupid people could put a VR on? Wouldn't they be smart? Right? Like that's the whole concept. And their concept of like what a stupid person was like, that guy's eyebrows aren't trimmed and he's wearing overalls. And that's it. Other than that, this dude is just some normal ass guy that they're just like, look how stupid that guy is. He's like, yo, what the fuck? And then Pierce Brosnan shows up, puts a VR on him, and he becomes really smart. That's how it works. They made some smart chimps doing the same thing. It's a horrible premise.
It's
They
pretty
should
bad.
remake it, honestly. Right. And then they should remake like all the horrible we didn't need them premise movies, period. Like Face Off, worst premise, perfect execution.
Oh yeah,
Right? Like
Face Off is a fucking
if you had
masterpiece.
handed anyone else that, they'd have been like, I made like a subpar sci-fi flick, and instead we got fucking Face Off, right? So we need a Face Off too. Nicolas Cage said he would be down to do like Face Off, but have it be like every time that they make a new one, they just use two new actors that are like big deal actors of the day. And then other than that, it's just Face Off, right?
I mean,
And
fuck
it's
it.
like, dude, I would watch this every fucking
Who would be
year.
the best Face Offers?
Oh God, we could make it like a whole cultural phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your face-off choices? We should just post this video with that as the.
I don't think you're
caption for it.
beating the originals. I don't think like their personalities.
Yeah.
Them playing each other?
Yeah.
Playing each other? Ugh.
They both go so hammy and over the top with it. It's kind of just fucking perfect. Okay, so here's mine. All right. Elijah Wood and Daniel Radcliffe.
Okay.
Right? That would be
It-
fucking perfect.
But it'd be the same.
It wouldn't
very
because they
similar.
act very different. So they'd have to learn to act like each other.
Danny DeVito
No-
and
Mm.
Arnold.
Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a good one. That's a good one. Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I would fucking watch that movie too. Right? Or like, I don't know, like Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. I'd watch that version of it.
Oh yeah.
Right?
That actually, I think that would work really well.
It would.
'Cause
They'd
it'd
be
be
so
Hugh
funny
Jackman,
together.
Acting as Ryan Reynolds, which would be fucking hilarious.
Right? And like, let them both do that thing they do where it's like
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds is way flattering when he does the Hugh Jackman version, but like Hugh Jackman is just like, yeah, I'm the bad guy character now because I'm a fucking idiot. You know? Like, it'd be so funny. Yeah, exactly. Twins, bring back the twins characters, but face off. Right? Who the fuck else? This would be a good idea. I love this. Lenny Kravitz. He should be one of them, right? It should be like, I don't know, Lenny Kravitz and fucking Timothy Chalamet. You know? And just like both of them have to agree on mannerisms for both
Oh,
characters.
Jesus.
I would fucking watch the shit out of that. Just watching both of them have to do like whatever the other one came up with for the character. This should be amazing. So again,
I'm really thinking deep. Sorry.
let us know what your combo is, and we'll pitch it when we pitch this to Nicolas Cage later.
Mm.
I don't have a meeting with him, but I mean, obviously I could get one because that's chaotic as shit, and Nicolas
yeah.
Cage is chaos. So, like, what are y'all gonna do if next time we're on this fucking stream, like Nicolas Cage is just sitting here, like, yeah, we're doing this face-off thing. You guys had a good idea, and I'm Nicolas Cage, so of course I took a call for it. Why wouldn't I? Like Bill Murray apparently does that too. You want to get Bill Murray for a movie, you just call him. And he doesn't have like an agent and shit. He just apparently takes like fucking answering machine messages. And if he likes it, he likes it. You know? Which is fucking hilarious. It's a very funny way to choose your roles. I dig it. Should we recap anything? Because we're like at the end of this.
Foosball the 28th,
Yeah.
and then the 18th of February is D&D.
D&D and Spellfire
And
at very
Spellfire.
least. But if anyone wants to run like a Magic game or something that night for us, like let me know. Like we could use some help with it. So
I can breed decks.
nice.
I have a lot of magic.
He'll bring his deck.
Here,
Deck. His deck will be there.
I think I have a couple commander decks. And then
Commander
the
decks.
4th of March,
Yes. 4th of March. Big 3/9
Barf
for
day.
me. And show up in a suit or lingerie, I guess, is probably what we're gonna do. So your call. I don't care which one. Do not care. Mix and match if you want. But it's gotta be one of them. So I think that's
that was
it.
it.
That's what we had. Those were the major things.
let us know what your favorite face-off duo would be
Yes.
from current, or actually anywhere, any actors,
And also
live or
just because I want to
Past.
shamelessly self-promote, if anyone hasn't seen like the new tattoo style I'm putting together, I've got this new shit that I want to do. So check out my Facebook, but also I've got a group that is for everybody that I've tattooed, that I put this stuff up in kind of before anybody else gets to see it. So anyone who wants to join that group that's been tattooed by me, let me know. And then we're probably going to do one of those for the studio as well. So that like you've been tattooed by the studio, you can join the group and like, you know, keep up with stuff, make it easier to communicate, that kind of thing. So that's all we got for you. You know the, what's it called? Praying Mantis takeover. We love you guys. So, good evening.